Hey, all right, one more day of waking up during the weekday.
I
We're
can't
making it.
hear you.
You really can't hear me?
No, I'm just kidding.
That's
Ah!
not funny. That's not funny. I'm trying to keep it professional. So this morning things aren't working. We don't know why. And usually it's user error. Usually it's like, oh, I forgot to hit the button so you can actually hear the audio. But no, there's something legit not working here on this. All these buttons. I pushed every single one of them and we still can't hear certain audio. We call them the music bed that plays when we talk on the radio. So it's weird when there's nothing there. It sounds very serious. And I
It
don't
does
like
sound very serious, like
yeah,
we're
yeah,
"Hello, here's your
yeah,
news."
yeah.
And I don't know if you guys know Selena and I, not very serious, the 2 of
Not
us.
close to it.
Kelly, good morning, thanks for checking in. Yeah, I just wanted
Yeah.
to shake you up a little bit there. I feel bad. It's very difficult, I was talking to Selena as she was kinda going through this. There's only one person that can control a board, and so when things aren't going right and you're, um
Frustrated?
yes,
Is that the word?
it's very difficult, particularly because, uh, on the other end of it, typically the other people there's only one person that can control it, like, that's really the only best way to put it. So you're trying to figure things out, and then sometimes you're in positions where, there's not much I can do to help. I can send emails and
But you
files and
want
stuff
to.
like that.
Crockett is very eager to help. He's very eager to help. And I'm already pushing the buttons that he's talking about. I'm like, I just stop a second.
Right,
Just stop. I gotta
exactly,
think. I gotta think. I gotta think.
exactly.
So it's not
And
me.
then as she was
It turns
thinking, she
out
banged her head on the table. Am I allowed to tell people that?
you can tell people
Is
that.
that supposed to
I
be
already
between us
forgot.
girls?
I must have a concussion because I already forgot that I banged my head. Just
Having had concussions before, yeah, you might.
yeah.
Keith, just can't find the right button, Selena. Donna, good morning, guys. Have a great
Keith,
day.
wanna help?
Juan, good morning, Crockett and Selena. Good morning, guys.
Which
Yeah.
one is it? I have a feeling it's something. Oh, that's the other thing. I went under the counter here and I was trying to look at the wires. I'm like, oh, maybe something is unplugged. Maybe it's something as simple as just I had to plug something back in. I was under there. I was playing the technician. I'll figure it out. I listen. Someone once said to me, "Did anybody die because you pushed the wrong button?" Actually, almost. I hit my head pretty
Well,
hard.
yes, you did. Yeah, you
I
almost.
almost
Yeah,
got a concussion, but anyway. But we'll move on. I'm sure everyone will deal with it if you don't hear
we're
a bed.
professionals. You know.
I don't feel like it sometimes.
I
I'm
mean, I
bad.
use the term loosely, but like,
Yeah, yeah. We try.
Dave, good morning. Happy Friday Eve. Right back at you there, brother.
Yeah, really
Um,
use it.
First
It
full
feels like a
week.
Monday.
Right, think about it. When was the last time we like you? I know you or I in particular have had a full week because we typically are using a lot of vacation days there in December, trying to use up all we have. So this is the first like real full week in a while, right? Because we had Monday off last week, and then you throw in
Yeah,
holidays and stuff, and it's felt like
yeah.
we're
This
far
is
from
this has been a
Friday.
week. Today feels like Monday. I love how Keith gives me no credit. That Crockett needs to come in here and put some tape over a butt. I'm telling you, Crockett, have at it. I'm
Yeah, no.
telling you.
Keith,
It's
let me
nothing
tell
that
you
I did.
something. I've worked in enough situations similar to this one with a room full of people where no, you just play the hand you're dealt and you tell everyone to leave you alone is really what. And it's funny because I could tell as we were going this morning, I could tell I know exactly what Selena's feeling. And so you're trying to be helpful, but then you're also like, I'm just gonna shut my pie hole because there's nothing I can do from here. There's nothing I
I think
can
at one
do.
point I said, just stop. I think just like that.
Yeah,
I think the
and I
hand
get
even
it,
came
and
up
it's
like this, like,
and I get it,
just stop.
and that's kind of the beauty of our relationship. I think Selena and I have both worked with people that, um, would be, either offended or maybe feel like they, uh, could solve the problem, even though internally, they can't solve this problem, they can. But we just have a good enough relationship that we could literally tell
Yeah,
each other, "Shut your cake hole," and
yeah.
then let the other one do what they gotta do.
Look, I'm just proud of myself and anybody else that's ever been in a situation like that where you're like, I'm trying to do something and I can't figure out what is wrong. I've tried all the scenarios to solve the issue, and I can't figure. It's got to be something else. It can't be me, right? Maybe you've been in that situation with work, maybe even cooking something. It can't just be the user error. But I give you permission if you're ever in that position to say, all right, even though things are falling apart, I'm handling this well.
Yeah.
Give yourself that credit.
The only
You
suggestion
deserve that.
the only one I haven't given you so far, Selena, is you get a 5-gallon bucket of water, right? And you take it and you start slow, but then you really let it cascade.
You
I think the buttons just need to be cleaned off. I think
got
that
it?
might be the solution.
You think 5 gallons is enough? I might need, like, Niagara Falls
Yeah, you might wanna
here. I
get
don't
2
know.
5-gallon buckets. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, it's fair. Yeah, Keith says, "Wait until you figure out what's wrong." Yeah, it's always something tiny, right?
Right.
That's why I double check because I contacted it has to be bad if you have to contact the IT guy who's been awesome here. So I made sure 1,000 times before I text him at 5 in the
Right.
morning.
Just for him
"Hey."
to be like, "Isn't that the worst when you're doing anything and you're just like, I've been trying to fix this for 10 minutes and I didn't have it plugged in. That's what the problem is." It's like it's
Right,
typically one of those things. It's like,
right.
"Oh my gosh."
Although I have a feeling it's something similar to that. Something must not be plugged in that I
Right.
can't access. That's what I because they
Right.
don't want us to touch wherever the plug is. That's what I think is happening here. But anyway, give yourself permission to go, "Okay, I'm handling this. It's all right. There isn't a fire here. Nothing's being damaged. We'll figure
I
this
would
out.
say
It's all
"You're
good."
unstoppable, Selena." That's the song we're
Oh,
playing right
thank you, Sia. I
now. You're
appreciate
welcome.
that.
Are we
We'll be
going after
talking
this one or are we playing
Yeah,
another
we'll
one?
do one more. I just
Okay.
wanna mention too that we're talking about our pets later today, and I think it's funny. I was testing our dog Ruby, who we've had now for a month, to see if she actually does know her name, because she was called a different name at the
Mhm.
Lehigh Valley Humane Society. They called her Apricot. She's a Ruby, though. I love pet names that end in the E sound too. It's hard, like, going, "Apricot," and I couldn't do it, Crockett. I just couldn't, and she looks like a Ruby. She's red. She's a
Coulda
red
gone
color to her.
apricot but whatever, no big deal.
Apricot-y. Oh, that is cute. She's still a Ruby. She's a golden doodle with, like, a red highlight to her. She gets a ton of the salon. No. Um, so we're testing it out. I'm like, "Ruby," but it's really how you say it. Because then I was saying, "Lila, Lila." She
Yeah.
was coming for my daughter's name too. Uh, so we wanna know, do you have different names, not just the name that you officially gave your pet? Because she'll also come to Ruby Doo,
Oh, that's fun, like
and
Scooby-Doo.
Roopster.
And
And
she
you
comes
have
over,
2
she goes,
pets.
"Ruh-roh."
Ruh-roh.
That'd be
You have a
cool.
Scooby
That would be
snack.
pretty cool.
And you have
Yeah,
2 dogs.
because
What's the name?
we just got same drill. Our little Magnolia ended up being her name because Lily is her sister dog, and my sister-in-law's dog is Rosie. So let's just have all flower dogs in the family.
That's cute.
But her name was originally Blair at the shelter. But now I feel like she is responding to Maggie. Either that or she's responding to the sound of the bag of treats, one or the other. But um, yeah, but
Exactly.
we're all I don't know how many times I've actually called the only times I call her Maggie is when I think she's about to do something wrong. She's trying to run through the fence or do something. Maggie, Maggie. Usually it's magpie, macadamia nut, macaroni and cheese,
Macaroni and cheese. That's my
liquid
favorite.
hot magma.
Is that
I
from
like to do
Austin
that one
Powers?
because Savvy has no idea what that's from. She's like, "What? Like, is it like? What about volcanoes?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh,
You don't
culture
get it.
yourself."
Has
Um,
she tried that one? 'Cause I know what that reference is. It's from Austin Powers,
Yes.
right?
So she does, but it's funny because 'cause she'll do it in the same, like, tone, like liquid hot magma, but she doesn't
Liquid
understand what
magma.
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 Um, and then my big one for Lily is I call her Lilith Montgomery the 3rd because she's
Oh,
the
they're
queen of the
fancy.
house. Lilith Montgomery the 3rd, which has no relevance
So
to her name whatsoever, but it just sounds
so
like a
fancy.
yeah.
My sister has a Chihuahua, and, his name is Fitzgerald. She calls him Fitz.
Mhm.
And I don't know why my husband did this, but every time he sees him, because he's like, "Ah," he's like, "Fitzification." I don't know, "Fitzification."
That's
And
awesome.
and and every time so my sister misheard my husband, and she and her husband would call him Fitzy Vacation. They thought they were going on a Fitzy vacation.
Maybe they were. We don't know.
I don't know. And my husband's like, "That's not what I said at all." I'm like, "You just said nonsense. It doesn't matter what you said.
Yeah,
It's a
Do you
vacation.
have
It's
food in your
not a
hand?
work."
You could say anything you want. That dog's coming. Hey, we got to jump. The gym blossoms are telling us it's time to go.
Okay.
Big thank you to our friends at the Children's Home of Reading for helping us put this thing on. You can visit them at buildingkidslives.org. Wonderful, fine folks. We're going to be talking to some of those folks coming up too to give you some great information on them sometime next week. So we look forward to doing that. And you can check them out at buildingkidslives.org. Okay, Selena,
We need a
get back
fuel
to
up.
those buttons.
The fuel up's coming up.
Oh, and our fuel
Very-
up's coming up.
the
Yes.
Fuel up with Phillipsburg Easton Honda.
Yes.
I know I could use a fuel up right now. So,
Yes,
all right,
you can.
everybody. Have a great Thursday.